Well, as expected, ladies and gentlemen, we got yet another employee that works at Firewalk Studios that is now being exposed as an ideological psychopath. And is it really that shocking that people who made a DEI-oriented team shooter also happens to be DEI-oriented psychopaths?
Stop the press.
I feel like this should not be very shocking information in the slightest, considering that we already know the kind of people that we're dealing with when it comes to the AAA gaming scene. We know that almost all of them are ideological psychopaths, but thankfully, there are some people within the industry that do want to speak up. They might be scared to speak up publicly, but they are going to be using YouTubers because God knows they can't use game journalists. They're going to use YouTubers to get that information out there, and they're going to speak up against this nonsense while they still can. So let's get into this article, guys, from SmashJT.com. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push this out into that YouTube algorithm. Another woke Firewalk Studios employee gets exposed. He says, I'm working on a deep dive of Firewalk Studios that you can access early here for $5 while I continue to gather more resources and confirmation of the information. Please consider supporting my efforts and all this, and thank you in advance. Shout out to Smash JT. The man is doing amazing work when it comes to exposing this particular studio, and I highly suggest you go check out his website and go support him there as well after watching this video. It says, unmasking the hidden agendas, the toxic environment at Firewalk Studios. As I mentioned previously a few days ago, a whistleblower reached out to me with startling revelations about some employees at Firewalk Studios and the overall toxic work environment existing over there. I mean, you could just see the crazy eyes, though, right? Like, am I the only one? Like, you could see the crazy eyes. There is no doubt about it. Like, this is a crazy woman, right? If they even go by woman, I guess we'll find out. Another woke employee was exposed by this person with knowledge on the situation, and they revealed to be none other than Amanda Kiefer, a senior concept artist at Firewalk Studios. There's no denying when looking into her work that she is talented as hell when it comes to creating her art. I mean, that looks like a really good fucking art piece right there. I'm not gonna lie. She looks like she does very good work, which is quite unfortunate, because if you do good work like this, you should just let your work speak for itself instead of you deciding to speak for the work. It really, there's some artists out there that need to learn that, right? There's some creatives out there that need to learn that. Let the artwork that you're doing speak for itself. Let the game that you're working on speak for itself, and let word of mouth carry the game. If it's a good game or good artwork in this case or whatever, let word of mouth carry it. Stop being ideological psychopaths, man. Stop letting this shit consume you. It really is crazy. Amanda, like many other employees over at Firewalk Studios, have been diligently working on the art assets for the once highly anticipated game, Concord, but underneath the colorful surface paints a far more grim picture of the situation. So here's some tweets from Amanda Kiefer. Let's see what she says. I can say with certainty that I think the artist behind Concord put a ton of soul and heart into every character design and model. Concord has been a dream project for me as an artist, and I'm extremely proud to have helped flesh out our rich world. I'm beyond excited to show our character concept art to the world. Even if the reception is negative for whatever reason, I put my soul into every single one. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's a great statement. There's zero wrong with that statement. Amanda, known as Twitter X user Imagine Amanda, has displayed a history of aggressively attacking gamers who dare to criticize upcoming games such as Silent Hill 2 Remake, amongst many other attacks on gamers in general. Okay, here we go. This is the problem. You see this? This is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. You were perfectly fine with these two tweets. What you said right here was perfect. There was no reason to change it. There was no reason to follow up with that. There was no reason to go down the deviation that's known as your ideology. Like, you could have just ended here, man. This is a perfect statement, but of course, they just gotta keep going. She says, I am a feminist. I want to see a woman president more than anything. But she recently completely dropped her progressive agenda and is actively trying to stop progressivism in the party. I can't support that, and there's a lot of people out there like me terrified to speak up with a sad face. The information given to me prompted a deeper dive into her online persona, revealing troubling patterns and a concerning culture at Firewalk Studios. She says, no, an activist is an activist. We need an activist. Are you referring to Concord, or are you referring to your studio? I hope not. Amanda Kiefer's online behavior is far from professional. She has been vocally critical of gamers who express dissenting opinions, branding any critique of projects like Silent Hill 2 Remake as unwarranted and malicious. Her combative stance doesn't stop at fans. She has also targeted industry figures like Grums, whom she has labeled as dangerous, further polarizing the gaming community. This guy's a lolcow. I am genuinely entertained by his tweets because it's such a sad money grab. He lied about a leaked email at Firewalk when no such thing has ever happened. Per the email, we apparently saw people's criticisms about pronouns in Concord as white noise. Vara Dark, a great and rapidly growing YouTuber, has been doing some intense work covering the mishaps throughout the game industry on her channel. She took to Twitter and highlighted Amanda's contentious behavior, stating that she has a history of attacking gamers who've criticized upcoming games like Silent Hill 2 Remake and has been vocal about her hate for Grums, even calling his rhetoric dangerous. Yeah, no, I'm not like, listen, it's been proven through all the nonsense that's happening with Firewalk Studios. It's been proven that email is 100% legit. You can try to pretend like it's not. You can try to pretend like that's not what you guys talk about, but it absolutely is. You can see the ideology on the wall, right? Like the writing's on the wall. There's no denying it. This is not merely an isolated opinion. Many with the community echo these sentiments, and it lines up exactly with what the whistleblower mentioned to me a few days ago. The preemptive block. Interestingly, before the whistleblower message to me, Amanda has already blocked me on Twitter. You know, I would be very curious to see if I actually got blocked on Twitter, because honestly, I've been getting blocked by so many people on Twitter that I've never even associated with, which is absolutely insane to me, right? I mean, am I the only one here? Oh, wait a second. Bro, breaking news. I'm going to put this right here, literally, as I'm searching it up while filming this video, I am blocked by someone that I have never, ever associated with. These people have block lists, ladies and gentlemen. Let it be known that they have block lists. I have never spoken to this woman. This is the first time I'm ever doing a video about this woman, and I am blocked by this woman. This is just incredible. So it's very clear that my channel has gotten to a size now where it's able to be included with a certain block list of other creators that these people want to keep out from their echo chamber so that they can constantly feel like they're in a safe space. It is fucking pathetic, really, at the end of the day, and it's honestly kind of sad. It says this preemptive move seems to be an attempt to avoid scrutiny and accountability, raising questions about transparency motives. Her actions suggest a desire to silence critics and control the narrative around her and Firewalk Studios. Naturally, she's not going to be the biggest fan of having light shed on how she's been handling herself on social media. And from the looks of it, I'm not alone. So again, it looks like Kyle got also blocked as well, which again, is it really shocking, right? Because all of us who are talking against this nonsense, they put us all on the same list. They also have their own private Discord servers where they're all communicating amongst each other. Hey, you need to block this person. You need to block that person. A lot of my Concord videos were exploding on YouTube before I got shadow banned because of covering Ava Chris Tyson. They were going nuts. I was getting 30, 40, 50,000 views a video. It was absolutely insane. So it's no shocker that people over at Firewalk Studios probably caught wind of my videos and they decided to preemptively block me. I'm sure if I were to check other employees who work at Firewalk Studios, I would guarantee I'm probably blocked by them too. And then it says Firewalk Studios, where Amanda exerts significant influence, is plagued by toxic culture. Insiders have described to me an environment rife with extreme political correctness and a heavy-handed left-leaning agenda. This atmosphere stifles diverse viewpoints and fosters an unhealthy workplace. So let's see what she says. I'm not sure why more people aren't talking about Trump's 1776 commission, which where he will further whitewash the teaching of American history in schools. He wants to make it so slavery, genocide, and the systematic destruction of POC is not taught in schools. I highly doubt that, ladies and gentlemen. Again, these are talking points from people that don't actually know the policies that they're trying to preach about, right? Most of them will just go off about the policy or go off about what they think the policy is about and then end up being completely misinformed most of the time. So, unfortunately, it looks like Amanda Kiefer, even though she does amazing artwork, again, I don't want to take that away from her. She does do good artwork, and it's sad because this artwork is officially tied to someone who is an ideological psychopath. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.